Work with ASEAN countries to speed up consultations on the code of conduct.
Shortwave Collective is an international feminist radio art group. As part of Stuart Truck's biennial, we set up a laboratory to invite visitors into the process of developing, experimenting, and listening with homemade devices.
We gave attention to the fragile, uncertain pluralities of radio listening.
We're brought together by our interests in radio and feminist approaches. We work collaboratively to demystify sound technology and explore the electromagnetic spectrum.
I'm doing a diagram of the amp circuit and I'm trying to make it as easily understandable as possible. I feel the sweet contagion of experimentation. I saw Brigitte use this wonderful circle for the diode that she made, and then it makes me want to see kind of feather work as a coil base, and it's a very sweet feeling.
So basically, I'm transmitting via my homemade AM transmitter, and you are receiving it via your homemade open wave receiver. Have a listen.
So on each radio.
But interestingly enough, I can't actually hear it on the store-bought radio.
Yeah.
But that's not. Oh yes, I can. There we go.
So we're definitely getting AM on this radio, and you're picking up FM on that radio.
Yeah.
Hang on, turn that one down.
At sunset, this is the time of day on the cusp of nighttime, when radio transmissions travel more easily around the globe, enabling stronger signals to be received from further away. The air is full, and what we hear are layers and layers of radio wafting in waves over the top of one another. An air that was thick with voices, languages, singing, static and buzzes. We are hearing distance and the weight of signal all in the air, feeling the fullness of the radio experience all around us.
So we're in the e-waste section of Bang & Olufsen. I'm trying to source a couple of objects that we might be able to use in the radio, like structural things. Can I get in this one? Yeah? Okay, thank you. It's like a cable bath. It's really unique to be able to use somebody else's e-waste, especially with installations that have electronics. You don't want to buy too much because then there'll be waste of your own. That's quite cool. It looks like a football pitch. I've had a request to find some of the really big, thick rainbow wiring. They use this wire to make VLF receivers, so this is great for kind of capturing spherics or natural radio.
We quickly broke the rules of how to use an antenna, swinging our aerial like a giant skipping rope, challenging the fixed horizontality we'd been taught.
The sound rushed through each swing of the antenna, pushing through the radio waves. It was like an invisible tuning knob that enabled us to hear everything all at once, with each loop through the air.
No good. Rubbish. So we are looking for boxes to house amplifiers that we're making. This looks good.
I'm not sure which one to get stuff on, but which one?
Which one should we test?
Oh, that's okay. 1, 2.
All right, do you have some audio playing?
Oh, what's this? Did you make it?
Yeah, it's an amp.
On an oyster shell. Is this one of the ones that we found?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It is local and free, the casing. So we just wanted something stable, something that can sit in the environment. And these are speakers that were being binned from B&O. So that's made out of a few reclaimed materials.
Part of our feminist ethos is learning through doing. This is a way to demystify aspects of technology, which enables us to share our experiences more easily with each other and with others.
That needs to go to fourth leg over here, if you can squeeze it in.
So, what are the essential components of a circuit? These circuits are systems of energy.
It's the short circuit that is occurring all the time.
So in many ways that is an exposed circuit, or a vulnerable, or a broken, or a fragile, or reactive circuit. Welcome to Shortwave Collective's listening performance, listening time together. And if you have an FM radio in your hand, it's 91.3. And we're going to go on a little listening adventure to visit something that we call an open wave receiver.
Ready to work with ASEAN countries to speed up consultations on the code of conduct. 在论坛上发布了迈向现代 information original 现代人民的理论创新与实践。